25-year-old Joshua Francis Saulteaux was last seen on May 5th.
We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up.
Weeks prior to Saulteaux's disappearance, he won $1 million on a scratch-and-win ticket.
There was quite a bit of blood on the floor, so you don't know what to think, and you don't know if anything took place.
We were close. We were really close. I love my son so much. My heart is so broken. I need to bring my baby home.
Listen to me very carefully. We're going to make our way down through this cut line. If anybody sees anything or whatever, shout. You got that? So if everybody's ready, let's go.
All right.
It's the first heavy snowfall of the season in Whitefish Lake, Alberta.
10 yards apart from each other.
And Eliza Daniels is leading the search for her 25-year-old grandson, Joshua Saulteaux.
Okay, you guys ready? Let's go. I watched him grow, I watched him slip up, I watched him fall, I watched him get back up, I watched him in his good times, his bad times, his lonely times. He knew that he could come to Kukum. He knew that he could come to me, and open up to me.
Eliza is a minister in Edmonton and made the 2-hour drive to get the search moving. She hopes that with each footstep, it'll bring her a little closer to the truth of what really happened to Joshua.
They have searched several areas, regions on the other side of this property and further down this way, as to my understanding.
According to the RCMP, Joshua was last seen on May 5th, 2025. The details of his disappearance are unusual.
Alberta RCMP are asking the public for any tips about a First Nations man missing for more than 5 months in the northeastern part of the province. Weeks prior to Saulteaux's disappearance, he won $1 million on a scratch-and-win ticket.
To better understand what really happened here, APTN Investigates traveled to Whitefish Lake, a Cree reserve in northern Alberta. Ranches, cattle, rolling hills. It's a place where people know the land, and they know each other. And when someone doesn't come home, the absence reverberates throughout the community.
Incredible smile, handsome young man, and we're going to come together as a family and stay together in prayer.
I remember those times when I had no one. He was always the one to show up for me, and would be there in the car talking for hours.
I would always get happy when he would come to my cookums. When he would come to my cookums house, he showed me many things in life that I still use today. This is one of the hardest things I ever had to go through. And I just want my son home.
And so you and the rest of the family have reason to believe something happened to him.
I believe that on my part, Joshua wasn't somebody that just walked away and would never come back. And I believe something took place in that RV. We don't know where Joshua is. Some people would think, oh, he just walked off, angry.
But Joshua's family say it's not like him to leave without telling anyone. And for Eliza, it meant waiting wasn't an option. She organized a search in the fall of 2025 and is planning to do another after the spring melt.
Back there, you were just searching a mound of dirt. What is that like to dig through something like that?
Thought for a moment if I dug further, I'm going to find him, he's there, that was my hope.
Joshua's disappearance is anything but ordinary. Just weeks before he went missing, his luck changed in a way no one could have imagined. He won the lottery, $1 million on a scratch ticket. He was a millionaire overnight. With his winnings, he bought this Forest River RV camper and parked it on his grandparents' property. But Joshua's new fortunes were short-lived. On May 5th, 2025, Joshua vanished from his trailer, only a few feet away from the house where several family members were staying that night.
Is he still alive? Or, you don't want your grandchildren to be going before you go,
Francis Morin is Joshua's grandpa, and like many, he had a hand in raising him. He said what was left behind in Joshua's RV is graphic.
One of his sisters went to call him for breakfast, and then she reported back to the house that there was blood, but Josh wasn't around. That's how it started. You don't know what to think because there was quite a bit of blood on the floor when I came to see it, and so you don't know what to think, and you don't know if anything took place.
The RCMP have confirmed that the blood in the RV is Joshua's, but little is known about what really took place that night.
What I can divulge is that the night before, it is, according to certain interviews that we've done, it is suspected that the young man exited the trailer, and that night the temperatures hit about 0 degrees Celsius. So he ventured off from the trailer and was not seen after that. So it is possible that he might have succumbed to the elements thereafter.
Does the RCMP know if he's been using his bank account since his disappearance?
Bank account monitoring, credit card monitoring, that's all standard when it comes to missing people and those kinds of investigations. So if there was activity within the bank accounts that could have led to seeing that he was either still around or around a certain area, then that would also be investigated. The case is still open for Saulteaux. A missing person is never closed until the person is found, be they found alive or unfortunately deceased.
Before the police tape and the search teams, Joshua was someone who was deeply loved.
And this is him right here with his red little rubber boots, and
Aww.
And then those are all his cousins, his sister. And this is
the classic baby photo.
Yeah. There he is, and that's his sister, Jewel.
Oh, they look so happy.
And there he is again.
Aw.
He used to have his real cute sleeper that was blue. I always put that one on him because I always thought he would look so cute running around with his little sleeper. He was a very loving child. We were close. We were really close. And we always had each other's back on everything. He always made sure that, nobody was mean to me or he was very protective.
The pain settles into the room. Like an uninvited guest, it's felt by everyone. And for Natalie, she replays the last moments with him over and over again.
He dropped me off at my auntie's place, and he went back to my mom's, and that was the last time I saw him. I don't know where he is. I want to know where he is. I want to find him. I need to bring him home. I love my son so much. My heart is so broken. I need to bring my baby home.
At the time APTN Investigates filmed this documentary, Natalie Morin spoke only as a mother searching for her son, but there was more to her story than we fully understood. And while it's clear that something took place in Joshua's RV that night, whatever happened left without a sound and no one to bear witness. Could Joshua's past hold any clues of what might have happened to him?
They started moving him around to different houses and shit. They realized, they'd done too much to him by then, that they had to off him. That's what I feel. They tortured him. They tortured him.
I believe that we're going to find Joshua. I believe it, and I believe as long as we don't give up and we continue and never lose hope, we're going to get answers. We're going to get those answers, So I'm thankful that we came, that we're expanding our borders, and that I guess we're saying we're not going to give up. We're not going to give up. We're not going to give up.
It's been more than 6 months since 25-year-old Joshua Saulteaux vanished from his home community of Whitefish Lake First Nation. And while the mystery surrounding his disappearance has only left his family with more questions, they haven't stopped searching for answers.
Do you remember my son Joshua?
The search for Joshua Saulteaux brought family members to Edmonton, scouring the streets and trying to get the word out that he's still missing.
Thank you.
Both Joshua and his mother, Natalie Morin, have a dark history with the city.
2 bodies have been found in a home in South Edmonton. Police were called to the home in the area of 111th Street and 78th Avenue around 7:30 last night. Homicide detectives have been called in. Both deaths are considered suspicious.
On January 6, 2021, police responded to a call at Natalie Morin's Edmonton residence. The details are disturbing. The bodies of Deidre Aldridge and Daniel Grandbois were found tied up and rolled into carpets, and evidence of torture was found. Joshua and his mother, Natalie, were 2 of 5 co-accused for first-degree homicide. They later pled guilty to accessory to murder, but no one has ever been convicted for the double homicides. It begs the question, does this have anything to do with Joshua's disappearance?
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot.
When we first interviewed Natalie for this story back in Whitefish Lake, she stepped outside for a cigarette, unaware our microphone was still recording. We captured the following audio, which seems to suggest that Natalie has her own suspicions about what really happened to her son.
They started moving him around to different houses and shit. But by then, when they realized, they'd done too much to him by then, that they had to off him. I swear, they probably raped him and everything. That's what I feel. They tortured him. They tortured him.
APTN Investigates followed up with Natalie in a phone call to ask her if she thinks her and Joshua's accessory to murder convictions played a role in his disappearance.
Hello.
Hey, Natalie, how's it going?
It's going.
Do you think that his disappearance had anything to do with the double murder?
I don't know. It's hard to say, but I don't think so. Could basically be 50-50. But his face was revealed when he got the money. His face was revealed through the episode of the charges.
She can't determine whether his disappearance is connected to the lottery win or the double murder, but she believes she knows who is responsible. Natalie says in the weeks following his disappearance, she went to a house in the community where she thinks he was taken. But what she feels in her heart and what she can prove are two very different realities for her. What she describes next has never been confirmed by police.
To me, that's what they would do, just to get rid of him, because that's how those people are. That's how they get rid of people.
What kind of I guess evidence would lead you to believe that that's what happened?
Well, we found bones and stuff in this one pile right beside that house there. There was just weird things inside that thing there, like inside the house, like in the basement and on the main floor. Like you could tell there was blood in there and all that kind of stuff. We found these jars as well where it looked like there was like substance in there, like a liquid red substance.
Natalie said she notified police of her findings, and the RCMP say they have explored every tip and all investigative leads. Despite the RCMP Major Crimes Unit no longer investigating the case, Natalie and her family believe Joshua was murdered. Whatever happened that night slipped away without a trace. Joshua's younger brother Eric and his cousin Javier were both home that night he went missing.
And then I just heard a bunch of running around upstairs, and then I go upstairs, and then I think my brother, he's kind of like freaking out a bit. And then he was saying people were after him and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I just go outside, I look around the house. I didn't see anybody, I didn't see no cars, I didn't hear anybody.
Around like 4 a.m., the time that he said, I saw him walk, because my window is at the front of the house, at the bottom, and you could see whenever someone comes in or comes out the house, and I saw him walking out and he just went that way.
The last night Joshua was seen is something that still haunts them.
Like sometimes, I don't know what it is, I'll be in my room and I'd think, I would hear him call my name from behind me.
Yeah, I just miss my brother a lot. Pretty much everything about him, yeah. I pretty much miss everything about him.
RCMP Major Crime Unit did indeed do a full investigation. They spoke to, they did approximately 60 interviews spread across approximately 43 people.
What does the RCMP think happened to Joshua?
Since the matter is no investigation, I'm not going to go into theories.
RCMP say their Major Crimes Unit is no longer investigating, but that he is still an active missing person in their system.
I knew something was wrong. I knew something was seriously wrong. With that much blood everywhere, there was splatters everywhere, there was splatters on the wall. I always tried to make sure he was okay and that he was at home. But where you would think you're the most safest is at home, is where he went missing from. Right from my mom's yard.
The land in Whitefish changes with the seasons. Snow blankets the ground, and with each passing day, the hope of finding Joshua dims.
None of our family members are the same. We don't know what to take of it. We just try to take it minute by minute, day by day, sort of thing. We cry, and we've been crying, praying. There's a lot of prayers out there. I believe we will find him, and that's what I hold on to. It's like I can't move forward. It's like I'm stuck in one spot. I feel stagnant. I need to find my son, and just to have him home, to have that peace.
You want us to do a search again, eh?
Yeah.
And then we'll have all the other reserves that we're supposed to. They're gonna help, right? Yeah, so that will be good. So we're not gonna stop. More people are gonna come, and we're gonna get more help and support. And I really appreciate that. And you're strong. And, I really, to look at you, you're a big inspiration, even though you're going through what you're going through, It takes a mother's heart. It takes a mother's love to be out here, And I'm proud of you,
I need to find my son.
We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him together. I watched Joshua as he was growing up. Like he had to make choices, and some choices weren't always good choices. So I seen the good. I seen many things that were not good for him, but he had to experience that. It has to be put so people can see it.
Joshua's disappearance doesn't come with an easy explanation.
Thank you.
Investigators suggest it's possible he simply walked away from his RV, but his family doesn't believe that theory. Based on the blood in his RV, they think he was the victim of a murder.
He's somebody, like they always say, every child matters. Well, that child, Joshua, matters to me, and he matters to my family. And he matters. His life mattered when he was around us, and it still matters today. I believe that he's not alive. I believe that he's not alive, because if he was alive, this kukum knows that he would come home. He would phone somebody.
Joshua's family believes someone knows what really happened that night. They ask that if anyone has information about his disappearance, to come forward.
We believe that a crime took place in there. If not, what else could it have been? Where are you? Where are you?